just left, heading to California. Gonna get this bitch tuned and put it on the track for the first time since all these modifications. Yay. In case you're wondering, like, how's he towing this trailer? Well, I got me a 2018 Ford F-150 3.5 EcoBoost 4-wheel drive, 6.5 foot bed, only the small extended cab because that way it fits in my garage with the 6.5 foot bed. Because if you don't have a 6.5 foot bed, are you really driving a truck? Where are we at? Buttonwillow, Texas. I figured we'd do some questions. What is the car I'm most excited for that's going to come out soon? Any guesses? It's kind of embarrassing that I'm going to broadcast this to the world, but 2023 Prius Prime. I don't know if anybody's seen the press release for the Prius Prime or the regular Prius, but it looks awesome. It's very aerodynamic. It's got a 2-liter now, 220 horsepower combined, lower center of gravity, wider track, and a stiffer chassis. It's going to be freaking legit. I'm also going to throw out this prediction. I've already said it a few times on the social medias, but 2025, Honda brings back the S2000. And this is what I hope it's called. I hope it's called the S3000. I hope it's a naturally aspirated V6 that puts out like 350 horse out of a 3-liter. I doubt they'll do it because nobody does naturally aspirated engines anymore, but I'm still predicting 2025 for the 75th anniversary of Honda, they're going to re-release the S2000. Big giant oil rigs. So day 2, we're leaving Odessa, Texas. I really recommend it for anybody that is in Texas. It's a great place. Anyway, the trailer didn't get stolen, so that's cool. And we got our fucking matcha lattes. I want to promote matcha lattes with coconut milk. You guys should try it because it's the drink of Japanese race car drivers everywhere. Cheers. So yeah, let's give a little update on the gas situation. So I told you earlier I got 2018 F-150 3.5 EcoBoost, but it's only got the 20-gallon fuel tank. At the time I bought this, I'm like, oh, that's fine. But they offer a 36-gallon, and that would have been nice, because like when you when you fill, we just filled up, and it says we have 179 miles till E. So we're getting gas like every 100 miles. So that's like an hour and a half of driving. I wonder if I can upgrade to the 36-gallon tank cheaply, because that's kind of almost a must. We've been driving for 11 and a half hours. We've got gas 46 times. I've eaten 19 Uncrustables. We made it out of Texas. Day 3. Somewhere in the desert, Arizona, New Year's Day. We've been driving for 21 hours and 22 minutes. Doing great, getting about 9.5 miles per gallon for the whole trip. And we're getting ready to come into California, and we have fruit. Do you want me to eat a banana right now? Home sweet home for some people. I remember this time I did about be a bill 45 and I hit this deer. What? comment below who makes the best like V6, like the best V6 to modify and make into a race engine. Because I think the Honda one, the whatever J series, is crap. It's a single cam. The 2GR is pretty good. Obviously Lotus used it, but it's not great. There was an old Mazda V6 back in the day that was awesome, but it's like cheap back in the day to be good for nowadays because it still uses a friggin' timing belt. But what's a good V6? Look at all the windmills, Ray. Yikes. Alright, so we made it to California. We've been out here all week. We're at Road Race Engineering, but BBR Tuning. His name Beau is tuning my car. So he's just kind of dialing it in, getting it started right now. So it's obnoxiously loud, and hopefully nothing breaks. So he's been doing some partial throttle stuff and doing some pulls up to like 8,500. And he said that once he starts doing the pull, the air temp drops to about 10 degrees to about 85 Fahrenheit. So the induction system's doing its job pulling in cold air. So that's good. He said it'll be worth some horsepower.
But it's kind of a pain in the ass to do that, you know, to change tires, the track.
Yeah.
So tomorrow I'm just going to fucking drive on those AR1s because I'm just trying to finish them off. Nothing kills tires like lots of camber and driving straight on the freeway. But even this stuff, dyno jets tend to smooth, you know, because this thing is always more pressure. Oh, that's fine. The weird thing about the software is in this mode, that sort of vertical bar is what you get, so the torque is at the peak RPM, which is not peak torque, you know what I mean? But this is just more for a visual. Yeah, it's not fun.
We're almost to Buttonwillow. We're all tuned up, but I just realized at 4 a.m. this morning when I couldn't sleep that I forgot my splitter support rods. So I don't know if we'll be able to run a splitter, which means I don't know if we'll be able to run a bumper, which means probably won't do a lot of driving today. race car now, which I guess it is, but I mean, it's like the weight taken out, like even though this thing only had 160 foot-pounds of torque on the dyno, like it pulls from, you know, 5 grand, like pretty good. Like it just, it kind of feels like my old Civic did now, because it was just so light. But yeah, I was taking it really easy. Like I was trying not to push it on the corners or anything, just because I didn't know if something was rubbing or. I literally can't hear shit. Like you just hear the motor, so I can't tell if anything is rubbing or something weird's happening. So that's fun. These came loose, which is kind of a cause for concern. They're like all the way off. Mess anything up. It just said low oil pressure. Bolt backed out of the alternator, the tensioner portion, so the belt was loose and making noise. So I went over to the race shop and got me a new one, longer one, and I'm going to put a lock nut on the, a little too long to be honest, but whatever. I'm going to put a lock nut on the opposite side. a little bit harder. So we just finished up. I only did like 10 laps, but I just kind of slowly started picking it up. We ran into 2 issues. The little thread-on trumpets came loose. One actually fell off into the airbox. I was just tightening by hand, but I was tightening pretty tight. But I put the washers that they come with there, so maybe that was the part of the problem. But anyway, fixed that, and then it went out again, and then the adjuster on my alternator belt, one of the bolts backed out, so I had to get a new bolt for that, and then I put a lock nut on the back side of it, so that shouldn't happen again. And then after that happened, went out last time. I did like 4 laps, and I started slowly picking it up. I'm still like babying it on the high speed stuff, because like if something's gonna fail, I'd rather have it be on the lower speed stuff. So like the big sweeper right there, and yeah, that's basically where I was really being slow. But anyway, I still ran a 201, which isn't fast, but it's I could definitely easily go sub 2. I was gonna go out again, but the third, it's not really an issue, is when the oil is really hot and I come off the track, the oil pressure is dropping to like 12, 15 psi at the lowest, so which is too low. I have 10W30 in there, so I'm gonna put 1550 and see if that fixes the issue. I mean, that's what most race cars run, but I was just sticking with the Honda's specified weights. But yeah, anyway, it was successful. Nothing catastrophic happened, and made some friends, and that's pretty much it, I guess. Got to go back on track.